Imagine you're a human living 20,000 years ago. No cities, no electricity, no walls, no police, no hospitals. At night, you sleep in the open wilderness, surrounded by things that can kill you. And somewhere in the darkness, you hear a crow. For modern humans, that sound is just noise. But for most of human history, it meant something. Because ancient humans across completely different parts of the world all seemed to fear crows in the exact same way. The Vikings associated them with death and war. In parts of Europe, seeing one near your home was considered a bad omen. Some Native American tribes believed crows carried messages between worlds. Even today, in many cultures, people still feel uncomfortable when they hear one at night. And that's strange, because crows are not predators. They're not large, they're not poisonous, they're not physically dangerous to humans at all. So why did so many people fear them? The answer starts with something most people don't realize. Crows are terrifyingly intelligent. In 2008, researchers at the University of Washington ran a bizarre experiment. A group of scientists wore specific masks, captured several crows, then released them. Years later, the crows still remembered the faces. Not only that, they warned other crows about them. Birds that had never even seen the original event started attacking the masked researchers simply because older crows taught them those humans were dangerous. Think about how insane that is. A wild animal remembering your face for years, then passing that information to the next generation. Now imagine you're an ancient human seeing this thousands of years ago. You wouldn't think this was just a bird. You'd think something was watching you. But this is where it gets darker. Because crows didn't just seem intelligent. They seemed to understand death. Crows gather around dead animals, dead humans, battlefields, execution sites, and ancient people noticed something disturbing. Sometimes the crows appeared before the bodies did, not because the birds predicted death, but because they were incredibly good at reading behavior. Modern researchers have documented crows following predators for food opportunities. They watch wolves. They observe human hunters. They learn patterns. If a group of humans walked into the wilderness carrying weapons, crows sometimes followed them, because somewhere nearby, something was probably about to die. To an ancient person, this looked supernatural. Imagine seeing the same black birds appear every single time violence happened. Every war, every hunt, every corpse, always there. Watching, waiting. Over thousands of years, humans stopped seeing crows as ordinary animals. They became symbols. In some cultures, people believed crows carried souls. Others believed they were messengers of the gods. Some thought they could travel between the world of the living and the dead. And honestly, it's not hard to understand why. Crows move in ways that feel strangely human. They play games. They hold grudges. They recognize faces. They even appear to hold funerals for dead crows. Yes, actual funerals. Researchers have observed groups of crows gathering silently around dead members of their species for reasons scientists still don't fully understand. Now imagine witnessing that without modern science. What would you think? That they were mourning each other? Or something else entirely? And maybe the strangest part is this. Even though we understand crows far better today, most people still instinctively feel uneasy around them. Black feathers, human-like intelligence, their habit of appearing near death. Something about them still triggers an ancient part of the human brain, because for tens of thousands of years, your ancestors associated that sound with something bad about to happen. And maybe that's why horror movies still use crows today. Maybe that's why people still stop and stare when they see one watching them. Or maybe ancient humans weren't completely wrong about them.